Hello everyone, Ace here, and today we're going to be having a look at one of the most insane and ridiculous examples of cancel culture that I have ever seen. Which, considering the normal standards set by cancel culture already, that is quite the achievement, but you can definitely believe me that it is one that is well deserved. But for those of you who do not know, there's actually a Twitch streamer out there by the name of Sweet Anita, who's gained over 500,000 followers, making her a relatively sizable channel, all things considered. I bring her up because it turns out that she actually happens to have Tourette syndrome, and because of this she has had at least 2 outbursts on livestream, during which she actually said some rather spicy things. Making matters worse is the fact that the second outburst occurred when she was attempting to apologize for the first one. Now, any rational person would not actually be offended at the horrible things that she said, since they weren't of her own volition, but unfortunately the woke crowd is anything but rational, and as a result there were indeed calls for her to be banned off Twitch even though these same people knew she had Tourette's. This actually prompted Twitch to investigate the live streams themselves, but fortunately they ruled that Sweet Anita had done nothing wrong. And earlier today, the person leading the charge to have her cancelled, specifically Little Chipmunk, has decided to apologize for her actions in attempting to get Sweet Anita cancelled. So needless to say, do not try to contact her, nor should you try to contact Jethro, who is actually a fan of Sweet Anita but was just simply so shocked at what she had said. But you may now be wondering, if the situation has been so well resolved, then why am I still talking about it? And that's because I actually believe that this situation actually brings up a really good question. And the question I have to ask is this not the logical and perhaps even inevitable conclusion to which social justice and woke culture ultimately lead? And I have to ask because I do believe that this is actually the end result of what happens when you distill that particular ideology down to its most refined form. Allow me to explain by exploring some of the beliefs that are held by the social justice warriors that would actually create this situation. The most relevant being the idea that one's personal feelings and emotions are more important than facts or reality, which is a notion that often results in people getting censored for providing information that, while factually correct, is simply unpleasant to the SJWs. In fact, social justice warriors have even coined the term scientific bigotry to describe any statistics that they simply do not like. But to explain why this is relevant to the current conversation, well, look at it this way. To be able to logically justify punishing a person for saying things that you do not like, despite the fact that they have a medical condition that forced them to do it against their will, means that you must logically believe that your right to not be offended is more important than the realistic fact that they were unable to control themselves due to their medical condition. So in other words, these individuals were of the opinion that their feelings were more important than facts, which, as I've said, is a notion believed by the social justice community. And this really does highlight some of the utter hypocrisy and inherent flaws within social justice, as the undeniable end result here is that there was a very real attempt to deplatform and oppress this person over an existing medical condition that they simply could not control. But this also highlights why cancel culture itself needs to go, and it needs to go fast. The simple fact of the matter is that Sweet Anita has done nothing to deserve potentially losing her livelihood, and I also have to wish her the absolute best after this whole mess. So I'll be leaving links below to both her YouTube channel and her Twitch channel in case you wish to subscribe to either. But in any case, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.